How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Fight Rundown, day 21, and I'm happy today, Jeeve, because I've finished work.
It is all done.
It's all done for Christmas now.
Lucky
2
for
weeks.
you. Lucky for you.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Sorry.
I'm in on Monday, and then we're chilling. We're on the home straight. I'm off out tonight. Mad Geezer.
Ooh, nice.
Fury Usyk.
Yeah.
I'm not previewing it.
No.
We've already done that.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Balls, how are you feeling now work's done?
Oh, so relieved, man.
Like our picture here, by the way.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. That's me. If I never quit.
And had a black dad.
Yeah, I'm a black father.
Yeah. Are you happy work's done?
I'm very relieved, mate. Yeah, really happy.
How was your year of work?
I can't. If I speak, I'm in trouble. What about you?
I'm still working, so you can ask me on the 23rd, mate.
Yeah, I'll have to ask you another day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a great Christmas cracker for you today.
Go ahead.
You know, it gets all... I'm feeling inquisitive.
Okay.
How do you make Santa cry?
Snowballs. Like that.
Pinch his sack.
It's a B.
Hey,
That's
that's
good.
not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
I even giggled when I said that. You know, but you know, today it's not just any old day. You know, we've got an extra special boxing versus UFC episode
It's
today.
the legendary battle.
Yeah.
That we get asked live on every Q&A.
Yeah, so you've picked 3 UFC cards. I've picked 3
Yep.
boxing cards, and we're going to go with head-to-head. And ultimately, we're going to say, Jeeve, to be fair, yours was better than mine, or Balls, yours was better than mine.
Exactly,
You know?
yeah.
That's how it goes. So,
And then at the end, we'll decide who's had a better year,
yeah.
which is always a good talking point.
Yeah, 100%. So if you want to get started on one of your UFC cards...
So you can see literally every single answer on the search bar. I'll start first, though.
Yeah.
I wish we could keep this music on all the way in the background.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
That's
I
all right,
completely
yeah.
forgot to turn it off, actually.
And Balls, is that Talk Sport?
It sounded like it, didn't it? It was on TikTok. Crazy.
Let's start off with my first one. We have UFC 299 in Miami. O'Malley versus Vera 2.
Yep.
Everyone was saying this was better than 300. Let's have a quick flick through. You guys can see the screen anyway, you know.
Yeah.
Undercard. All right. Robert Rebellis.
Was that his
Desparge
debut?
Made his debut, yeah. Now released.
Yeah.
So look how that is. Josh Parisian, though. Come on. I could be Josh Parisian.
That's a call-out, by the way.
Yeah, it is. I'll take you. Michel Pereira continued his bit of undefeated streak in 2024. Pretty sure I had one before that. Kyler Phillips, massive win.
Yeah.
Gamrot RDA. I mean, we all knew Gamrot would win that. I can't remember this fight, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Women's fight. And yeah, Curtis Blades with a massive win over Jalton Almeida.
Yeah.
Good.
I forgot about
Good
that.
undercard, and then the main card just is not worthy right here. Yan getting a feel-good win against Song Yudong in a close bout. This was super close. High-skilled. Jack Della Maddalena, massive win against Burns. I'm pretty sure that was Burns' final fight, maybe. And then Michael Page putting a show on. Somewhat lackluster. A bit of dancing in there. And then, Poirier. Saint Denis, crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy moment. Also, Jeeve won a bit of cheddar on this fight. A lot of these fights as well. And then Sugar Sean with an excellent performance.
Yeah.
Balls, thoughts on this card?
Great card, and like you say, a lot of people saying it's better than 300. I'm not sure. I think they're both incredible.
We'll see about 300. Maybe it's on the list.
Ooh, teasing us already. But yeah, you know, great fights, pretty much from top to bottom, and I don't hate you for it.
Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that.
Well, you know, it's looking promising for you, mate, after that.
Yeah, it's
Fair
a good
play.
start. And don't forget, these are our favourites. These are not the best. We've gone for our favourite try here.
Yeah.
Balls, do you want to go for 1, 2, or 3?
I'm going to go for my 5 versus 5.
5 versus 5. Okay, let's go. June 1st. What a night.
Yeah, I mean, star-studded card.
It was.
I mean, I'm not sure if this isn't in order, obviously.
No,
so the
it
first
wasn't,
fight
no.
was Willie Hutchinson, Craig Richards, a good 50-50 fight domestically. A lot of people, I say a lot of people, a few people I spoke to said that they thought Craig Richards would win this fight, but Willie Hutchinson made it look easy.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I believe after that fight was Hamza Shiraz, Austin Williams, I think. And, again, a star was born that night in Hamza Shiraz, dispatched of Austin Williams with ease. And then, of course, I need to remember how you do this.
Hey,
There we go.
balls
Look
go.
at that. And then I think it was Bivol
Good with the
Zinad.
fingers.
Good fingers, mate. Bivol Zinad, of course, it's just getting Bivol on the card because, of course, that was meant to be Bivol Beterbiev,
Yeah.
but it didn't happen. But Bivol still wanted to fight. So again, a big name to have on the card. And Nick Ball, Raymond Ford, 50-50 fight.
Wow.
Incredible fight. Great
fight.
technical. Raymond Ford had the boxing skill, the slickness. Nick Ball comes at you like a pit bull, like an XL
He
bully.
actually is a wrecking ball. Bully.
Yeah,
He's a wrecking ball.
yeah,
he is quite.
He
literally
really
a
is.
wrecking ball.
Quite good phase attacks. Stepping in, explosive. Nick Ball, and incredible fight. And then, of course, Daniel Dubois, Filip Hrgović, where Daniel Dubois really makes a name for himself against, someone that, Eddie Hearn's creamed over for years, isn't it?
Yeah,
And someone
yeah.
that Bowles has creamed over.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, I've done that. And, makes relatively light work of him. I mean, gets caught a little bit, gets caught at times, but ultimately just looked better than Filip Hrgović on that. And then, of course, Deontay Wilder, Zhilei Zhang, which on paper is an
Big
absolute
bang. You gotta do it, Bowles.
barnstormer.
Do it, Bowles.
I did a bigger bang. But, on paper, it's an absolute barnstormer of a fight, isn't it? But,
Yeah.
whatever Wilder was doing there when he turned his back and, it adds, it's drama. That's what it is. And,
It is, yeah.
Zhang took his opportunity. I think a couple years ago, one thing I've always thought about Wilder is he's got a great chin.
Yeah,
He's got a fantastic chin for thin legs that he's got. His chin's incredible.
Yeah.
And I expected, but it just probably just goes to show how hard Zhilei Zhang hits because
Yeah.
you see Wilder turn his back like that and then obviously get finished. Not a nice sight, but like I say, on paper, this should be card of the year for boxing.
Great card. Looking at the card you picked, it's a strong start. It's a very strong start. It beats 299, being honest. But
Wow.
yeah, the main event was the worst fight of the night,
Yeah.
surprisingly. But yeah, overall, good card. Moving on, I'm going to hit it with UFC 308 Topuria versus
Wow.
Holloway, a recent one.
Yeah.
One thing about being in England, you're swayed by whereabouts the fight is, what time it's on.
Yeah.
A fantastic, monumental moment for the fight rundown. I was on the live for the first time.
Yeah. Huge.
Yeah, and it went well. It was a good
Very
live.
well. Yeah.
I was on there for a while, but straight away this card, Renat Fakhrinov versus Carlos Leal, terrible decision. We'll just go over a few. And Chunkwe versus Chris Barnett, just absolute laughing stock. So
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
good. Abbas Magomedov, great comeback winner match. I might actually watch his card tonight. Well, I say tonight. I'm out tonight, but I don't know, at some point. Maybe after this. Rubeski versus Obalai. Probably, I don't want to ruin the fight rundown awards that will be happening in 2025, but maybe this is the fight of the year. Jeff Neal, hands, even though Ryder broke his thingy. What is his leg or something like that?
Yeah.
Aslan makes a name for himself. Shara Bullet, highlight real KO, maybe knockout of the year. Leroy Murphy, Ige, good fight. Ankalaev looked good. Chimaev steams him, and then obviously the main event. I mean, Ilia Topuria just made himself the biggest name in UFC behind John Jones after a win like that, and Tom Aspinall after a win like that against Max Holloway.
Fantastic. I mean, like I say, you could just talk about the main event, history being made. Ilia Topuria showing he's one of the pound-for-pound greatest at the moment. Not of all time, just yet. Robert Whittaker, Chimaev, huge fight on paper, like you say. Two massive names there. With the Oral-By fight, incredible fight. It's there's entertainment from top to bottom once again. So yeah, Great card.
Yeah, for sure. Overall, again, it was a 9, maybe 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
We should really do it. We should have really done an episode about UFC 2024.
Yeah,
done everyone
probably.
else, but
Yeah.
is what it is. Maybe we'll look at that.
Yeah.
Bowls. Which one do you want to go with next?
Joshua Ngannou, I think.
Joshua Ngannou. Here we go.
So from what I remember, it's a good card. It's a bloody good card.
Yeah.
So again, it's not in order.
Just saying,
but,
both of these you picked so far, you was at mine. So maybe I enhanced the experience. We had a Domino's this night. Do you remember?
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember that night. Is this when we played that card game for no money?
Roulette.
No.
Blackjack.
Blackjack.
Think so, yeah.
Yeah, and I won.
No, that was on my birthday.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah,
Don't know why I said that we had Domino's, but it was very mid, if I remember.
I think I quite enjoyed it. But that's just me for you. I love a pizza. My dream.
Do you like a Christmas pizza?
My old woman. Oh, that's very disrespectful.
Never heard that phrase. The old
No.
man is.
No, I just thought I'd try it.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't work.
Your
the same.
mum.
Yeah, me mum got me a Christmas dinner pizza. It sounds horrible.
So, like, is that cranberry sauce instead of ketchup? Oh, yeah, not a vibe.
I say slow down. It might be Christmas, but don't be getting all silly now. Madrimov, Kurbanov.
Sorry, just to cut you off. Imagine a pizza though, and the crust is Yorkshire pudding.
That'd be pretty
I
sick.
want something there.
That'd be pretty
Yeah,
sick. I just love Yorkshire puddings.
Yeah, they are good, aren't they?
They're like, I think they're in my top 3
Up the north.
of all time.
Yeah, they are good. Not top 3, but anyways, carry on.
Oh,
Sorry.
shut up.
Sorry.
You
You've just said Yorkshire pudding's a top 3 food of all time.
Yeah.
Calm down, boy. Calm down. Okay.
I'd do a bold statement right now. I'd say it's the best of all time with a bit of gravy.
Moving on.
Madrimov, Kurbanov. Magomed Kurbanov was somebody who was avoided, actually, undefeated fighter, very tricky customer, and Madrimov came in there and absolutely destroyed him in 5 rounds.
Wow.
Very impressive. Really showed that he was world class in that fight. And then next up, we go Justice Honey, Kevin Lerena. Kevin Lerena, known for giving Daniel Dubois problems, knocked him down, I believe. I can't remember how many times. I don't know whether it was once or twice. I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but made a great account of himself. Obviously, a cruiserweight world champion moving up to heavyweight. Justice Honey, a great amateur, fantastic. Remember watching him in the amateur world championships and the Olympics. Great style, very quick on his feet, great movement, and massive step up for him against Kevin Lerena.
Yeah.
Comes in and gets the job done relatively easily. On one card there, you got 96, 94, but gets the job done. I thought quite convincingly. And then Ray Vargas, Nick Ball. I mean, what do we say about Ray Vargas, Nick Ball? I mean,
Crazy fight.
Crazy. I mean, I believe this is the time where I wasn't betting, and then I thought, you know what, I'll bet on Nick Ball in the last round, and then it was a draw.
I thought Nick Ball won.
Yeah, because everyone was saying Nick's won this.
Yeah.
So I put some money on, and then it was a draw. What a great fight, though.
Great fight.
I think it really worked because no one was expecting Nick Ball to get to Ray Vargas like that at times. With how tall and rangy he is, but Nick Ball managed to find his shots in the pocket. So
took him took him 6 rounds ish.
Yeah.
5 rounds ish, but
yeah, did he knock him down as well?
he did. Yeah, maybe twice.
Yeah, I can't believe it was a draw.
Yeah.
Looking back at it, but fantastic fight. Zhang Parker, huge win for Parker. I mean, at this point, Zhang was
All-time fumble from Zhang though.
yeah,
Dropped him twice.
yeah. I think he just. I don't know what happened. Something just turned, and Joseph Parker, just battered him for the rest of the fight, really.
Yeah.
But huge win for Parker, back into the top 5 in the world probably after that. And then
It was a main event. Yeah.
Ngannou Joshua. What can you say about this fight? You get one of the biggest stars in the UFC, in the past of UFC. Anthony Joshua, the biggest star in boxing, going head to head, and Francis coming off a huge win over Tyson Fury. A huge win. I'm saying that because it should have been.
Yeah.
I thought he did win that
huge
fight.
Moment.
Huge moment. When he dropped him, and I generally thought he was going to stop him, but Joshua, with all he's achieved in his career, and you're thinking, hey, Francis has a chance here because after that fight with Fury, obviously people having Fury as being the greatest heavyweight at the moment, but Joshua dispatches of him comfortably, and
crazy moment.
Fantastic knockout, and displayed great boxing, which I wish we saw against Dubois, but we didn't. So
and knockout power from Joshua. It was a real.
Yeah, he really seemed back.
It's called knockout chaos, isn't it? This card.
Yeah. How many times do you say that Joshua's back? But I really felt like it at that point.
Yeah, that was crazy. I think this card's better than 5v5 now. I'm looking back at it, mainly for the top 3 fights.
Yeah.
But it was crazy. Great card. I'm giving this one again like a solid 8.5-ish.
Yeah, love it.
My final one, 300, UFC 300.
Yeah.
Was it all hyped up to be? Looking back at it, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't excellent.
Got a lot of hate. There was maybe some outrageous statements. I think Dana said every fight is a main event. Potentially, we'll go through them and say if they are or not.
Yeah.
Figgy Garbrandt, I'd say yeah.
Probably yeah.
Yeah. King Green Miller,
no.
Probably not.
No.
Well, probably.
Well,
a terrible one.
Yeah.
A terrible Apex
card.
Surprised
me, yeah.
This is the one where they've had 2 weeks off. Or they've had like a McGregor card, and then this is like the week after.
Yeah. Yeah.
My kind of Turner, yeah.
That's a main event.
I love Turner, but all-time fumble again. Tries to do the walk-off KO. Lopez, not at the time.
No.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, Caitlin Harrison versus Holly Holm.
Yeah, probably.
Sterling, yeah. Big win for Sterling as well.
Yeah.
Legitimised himself in that division.
Prohaska Rakic, yeah.
Yeah. Crazy win again for Prohaska. Walking through Rakic's punches.
Yeah.
Nickel Brundage.
No,
can't believe we got this spot.
Charles Arman, yeah.
Even a co-main pay-per-view, that. Crazy fight. I mean, Charles almost had him out. I actually rewatched this the other day.
Yeah.
Crazy fight. Very close. Be interesting to see if Arman was to win against Islam. Charles Oliveira gets that fight. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. Gaethje Holloway.
Yeah, of course.
Moment of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the moments in history.
UFC history, yeah. Again, this fight was fucking mad. Yan Xiaonan gets knocked out and then gets up and goes into the next round. Crazy. And then, I mean, Pereira, coldest moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a card. What a card from UFC. Definitely the best pick, personally. Top to bottom.
100%. Yeah.
Honourable mention to Sphere. Even though the fight didn't quite live up to it, but the whole show was amazing to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I'm giving this one like a 9.5. Excellent card, top to bottom.
Fantastic, yeah.
You will
100%.
never see this in any other sport.
I don't think there's any boxing card that can beat it.
No, early prelims, look at that.
Yeah.
Early prelims.
I know.
Crazy. Let's go to your final one.
Fury Usyk. First undisputed fight since Lennox Lewis. I mean, it doesn't show you many of the fights on there, does it?
Just reopen it.
I'll talk about that main event quickly then. So, of course, like I just said, first undisputed fight since Lennox. So, really, that's a whole era right there. Whole era of boxers where there's never been an undisputed fight. 2 guys that probably deserved it the most. Or 2 guys looking the most impressive. Sorry. Stumbling a bit there. But yeah, Usyk, of course, undisputed cruiserweight champion, moves up to heavyweight. No one can really touch him. Here he goes. Tyson Fury next. And, Fury's looking almost untouchable at times as well. You see him with them Ali sort of moves.
Yeah.
On the ropes, rope-a-doping them.
Yeah.
And, doesn't look like he can be touched. Little bit of... but then he gets in there with Usyk, and then, Usyk's engine, we had... Hang on, just give me a sec. Flipping heck.
Usyk's engine, absolutely crazy. he was the one controlling the fight at some point.
Well, at one point, it's one of those. If it wasn't an undisputed fight, then that fight's getting stopped. Usyk's on there. He's out cold on his feet.
Should have been continued, man. Should have been continued.
Yeah, and it's one of those where Usyk, you almost think, you look at the size difference and you think there's no way.
Yeah.
But that just shows how good Usyk's boxing is, and you just witnessed an absolute magician at work, pretty much. And, I'm looking forward to the second fight. Really looking forward to it, and I think it happens again. I think Usyk wins.
I'm taking Usyk tonight, 100%. I'm looking through that card. Ajit Caballero versus Frank Sanchez, and Cordina was the only two I'd really talk about anyway.
Yeah, Frank Sanchez Caballero was a fight that I was really looking forward to before. I thought it'd be fantastic, and people keep writing off Caballero, and he comes in and gets the job done once again, really easily, if I can remember.
Yeah,
correctly.
I remember recording the pod.
Yeah,
I remember saying I'm taking Frank Sanchez, but Ajit is good.
Yeah, and then of course Moses Itoma, absolute star in the making, gets the job done easy in a couple rounds. I mean, you got some decent names lower down on the card. Of course, Kovalev was a star at one point in his own right. David Nika, up and coming cruiserweight. Isaac Lowe, someone that you like quite a lot. And obviously this was at the point where Mark Chamberlain was a bit of a star boy for them.
Yeah.
And I mean, Cordina Cacace shock.
Crazy, yeah.
Because, of course, no one was expecting Cacace to get the win. Jayapataya Bradis was a decent fight, to be fair.
It was, yeah.
I think it was very competitive.
Fair play to him.
So, yeah, it's a decent card. It's not bad, but I'll be honest, it's not a UFC 300.
Who wins the year, boxing or UFC? Let's say it at the same time and then see. Let's take it a second.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Boxing.
UFC. I guess we're just going to have to...
Yeah, we're going to...
Let's be honest, we're not going to argue.
No, we could be here for an extra 20 minutes.
Carlisle Balls and myself are pretty easygoing, especially you. You're more easygoing than me, but that's the only thing you would never agree with me on.
No, I don't think so. But yeah, that's been it. Day 21. If you haven't already, make sure to follow us on TikTok, Instagram. Make sure to like us on Facebook. And of course on X as well. You can subscribe to us on YouTube. And make sure to follow us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Shay, you can write comments on there now.
You can.
So make sure to do that. Give us a 5-star rating as well. And and we will see you tomorrow.
Peace.